Hey, what's up everybody? It's Raven Maureen and I am here to share with you everything that I made in March. So let's quickly recap. At the top of the year, I said I was gonna make 52 makes, and if I have my notes and my math correct, I started out in March with 40 makes left for the year. And then at the end of March, meaning like just yesterday, I ended with 32 makes left for the year, which means that so far this year, I have made 20 projects, 20 garments. So I am so excited for this because I am more than on track to meet my goal, but I'm not gonna hold you guys. Let's get into everything that I made for March. Now, this video is a little different. Normally I have the rack of clothes behind me, but this is another thing. I wore a lot of my March makes, and so a lot of them are in the laundry right now. So that's always a goal too, to like wear everything that you make. So I am going to just have some pictures. You guys know what it is, and we're gonna go from there. Let's start with the linen button-up that I made just recently. I actually have a sew-along, or not a sew-along, I actually have a sewing vlog for this button-up, and I picked up the fabric from Dress Sew out in Vancouver when I went last September, and I sized up a couple of sizes, I think, to make this like a big oversized shirt, and it is so comfy. I love it. I can't wait to wear it to more meetings. I actually wore it to my father-in-law's birthday dinner get-together thing, and it was a hit. So I can't wait to wear this more often. I actually think I want to make a white version of this, but we'll see how the rest of the year plays out. I don't always love making patterns twice. Sometimes it gets boring. So anyway, then I made my Mimi G Simplicity Pattern 8655 jeans. I've made this actually like a few years ago, and that was in a dark wash. This time I made it in a light blue wash. I left the edges undone, and I still used it's a Free People flare pattern hack that she has on YouTube, and I'm gonna link the blog post that I made for both of these items, the linen button-up and the jeans, because it has all of that information in the blog post for you. But I say all that to say that these jeans are actually a little bit more flare than the actual pattern. I did more of a slash and spread for this, and then because I am short and the pattern is made for someone who's probably 5'5" or 5'6", but then for some reason I feel like these pants are like extra long. I think I might have taken off like 4.5 inches of fabric, and they still flare out. They're still wonderful and everything. And the denim that I used is a stretch denim. I did pick it up from Hobby Lobby. It's almost like more stretch than I thought it was on the bolt, and so I may have to alter these again. I don't know, but I still love my pants. Okay, so this one's kind of a cheat, but hear me out. I actually like went out of town like 3 times this month, and there was one week where I was just like totally tired, and Blue had chewed up all my scrunchies. So I actually made scrunchies this month, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, that was actually kind of fun. It was a quick sew. I used them in my hair at night. This is a coincidence, but this is the Sicily dress that I'm wearing, and I used the scraps from this dress to make some of my scrunchies because I actually like poly satin scrunchies over cotton scrunchies. Poly satin is a little bit easier on my hair, so here go, poly satin scrunchies, and the tutorial is going to be in the description below. So the next thing I made, well actually it was the Blanca flight suit. I started it in October of last year, put it down because I ended up, I think, like trying to sew for our vacation in December or something, and I finished it in 2 days this month. And I had a couple of steps ahead of me. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, sew a sleeve. Like, it was a few steps that I had to do to make that complete. So I also have a sewing vlog for that as well if you want to check it out. This is probably one of my favorite things that I finished this month, just because it is so unique. I don't think anyone would have a Blanca suit like mine. There's thousands of inspiration photos on Instagram and just online period. I highly recommend and highly encourage you to check out this pattern. when I did it, I got questions on all of my social media platforms like, is this hard? I hear closet core patterns is hard. My only thing with closet core patterns is that you're gonna get a million pieces, but the instructions are always good. And so fine, I get a bunch of pieces, give me good instructions. That's all I ask. Another thing with the Blanca flight suit, I'm thinking I want to make like another version. Like this version was made out of like a denim twill, and I got this ages ago at like fabric.com when it was still around. And I think I want to make another one like out of like a nice like linen and like make it into like a shorts version. Very simplified, but still like sophisticated, I guess you could say. So maybe for our trip to New York or something, that might be something I'm thinking about. Oh, one of my other favorite makes is Simplicity 9687, my Black Girl Magic jacket. And I used a new Mimi G pattern for this jacket. And I feel like this was one of my favorites, but I feel like it was like a hit for people that follow me as well. Like it got a lot of engagement and whatnot. And I actually added the Black Girl Magic patch towards the end. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that, and I was just like, you know what, I feel like this works. And so this came together pretty quickly, not even gonna lie. And it's a great pattern. Don't sleep on that pattern. I promise you, you will love that pattern. The Lola tank dress, that was a good one too. Like, okay, Raven, just I'm not even trying to toot my own horn, but there were some things that I really loved that I made this month. Like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, wow, like that was a good one too. So the Lola tank dress, I had this pattern when it first came out, like probably 2 or 3 years ago. And I wasn't feeling confident in my body. And I was like, no, I don't want to make it. And, you know, I watched all the girlies online make it, and I was like having serious, you know, FOMO about it for years. And then, you know, finally I said, you know what, forget how I feel or look about my body. I feel confident. I'm not where I want to be. I'm still going to make this dress. And lo and behold, I made the dress. I made it in this really nice black color. And it was like a modal knit. I think that's how you pronounce it. And the neckline is just, it's gorgeous. And I did do some alterations to it because it actually fits. Like if you don't alter that pattern at all, it falls down the hips. I tapered mine in, and I'm not sorry that I did that. So if you are having doubts or you feel a way about that pattern, don't feel a way, just make it. That's all I gotta say, just make the pattern. Okay, so this one was easy peasy. I loved it. I've actually worn it probably like 3 or 4 times. It's probably, you know what, actually, I'm gonna be real with y'all. This next one is in my laundry every week, and this is Simplicity 9636. I wore this on a road trip. I've worn it to a couple of Zoom meetings, and I just wear it when I have like errands and stuff that I need to do. And y'all, not only was it easy, but it just kind of goes with everything. And the way this weather has been up and down, like you can wear it sleeveless, or you can add this, you know, add a layer underneath. But real talk, like that pattern, you could do that in a day, seriously, and it will be worn. I promise you that. And there's been a couple people that are like, you know, oh, I've been meaning to make this pattern. Cut it out. Just make the pattern. It'll take you like probably 2 hours. Like, I promise you. So the next thing I did was a self-drafted turtleneck, and I had this ditzy floral rib knit that I got from Hobby Lobby. I saw it. I was like, ooh, I want to make a turtleneck out of that. Did that, easy peasy. And then I was supposed to do like a how to make this turtleneck tutorial, but with the weather changing, I may have to revisit that in the fall. So yeah, that is it for everything that I made in March. I hope you guys watch my sewing plans for April. It's gonna be exciting. We have a trip this month, so lots going on. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.